Audio test, audio test, audio test, audio test. Testing that audio. Audio test, audio test, audio test, audio test. Testing that audio. There we go, we're good. Alright, let's boot this shit up. You know what? I think... Because here's the deep secret. The deep secret is... I feel obligated to stream tonight, but I don't fucking want to. So we're gonna do a real short one. We're gonna do a short stream tonight. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm not even gonna post about it. Beow. There we go. Alright, let's go! Hell yeah. Let's see, I believe we're continuing my journey to somehow get dark side points in a game that doesn't want me to get dark side points. I exploded a man, and that got offset by me saying one nice thing to a person. You want to fight? I want to murder you, brutally. For half a dark side point.
This is Dagon Kent's place. He's not the best doctor you'll ever meet, but he's well connected in this city. Doesn't look like he's here right now, though.
You looking for Dagon? You're not gonna find him here.
Where is he?
A soldier captain was murdered at the cantina real good. They got some suspects at the tower. From what I hear, Dagon Kent is one of them.
Do you think Dagon did it?
Like I would know. Isis is a crazy place right now.
What tower?
It's the turret tower on the other side of the market. Captain Riken is the man to talk to.
Thanks for the information.
If you talk to him, tell him I got his 20 credits.
Hell yeah. Can I just go in? Oh, I can.
Heard of any good finds? Heard of any good finds?
A lot of credits to be made around here lately. If you have the right skills.
Alright. So I'm assuming this is the tower because it's the only thing here. If you come inside, you make problems. Many problems recently. Me make sure there are none. So many problems. Bith hire me. So go in, drink, but no fight or kill. Don't I have someone I need to kill? Yeah, there actually is someone I need to kill here. Hey, Gorbo. Are you a starship captain or a passenger? Please, if I could take a moment of your time. What do you want? I'm Gorbo, captain of the Twawager. I've been stuck on Isis for a week because of some flaming scoundrel stole my starport visa. And now those idiot guards won't let me pass. My crew is gonna leave without me soon. We can't afford to be docked for so long. I don't suppose you have an extra starport visa. There seem to be a lot of people here that need one. You speak the truth. I don't have a fortune, but I'm a captain struggling to make ends meet. But I will pay you 500 credits if you find one. How about another captain? Do you know what's going on here? I don't know for certain. The military has limited all travel throughout the city. Checkpoints are everywhere and rumors of war. There's no place for me. Have you tried to explain your situation to the soldiers? No starport visa, no excerpt, they said, even when my crew came out and vouched for me. Mindless bureaucrats, I tell you. Once I get off this rock, I'm never coming back. Well, I only have mine and I'm using it. Without a skilled slicer, your starport visa wouldn't be any help anyway. The visa is key to you alone. I need an open starport visa, just like everyone else here. If you happen to have one, I'll pay for it. Slicer? Very good slicer could strip the identification code from a visa to make it an open one. There's no doubt what happened with my starport visa. A word of wisdom from me to you. Guard your visa with your life. You don't want to be reduced to this. Well, I'll be going now. Do you like my Leku? I've seen better Leku.
You look like an off-worlder. My name's Galisi. I'm a checkpoint captain at the merchant quarter. If you're here for Juma juice, it's not that good. But at least it's cheap. I don't think Bith have the same sense of taste we do.
How's the checkpoint?
Long day, as always. Sulio was captain of that checkpoint for years. I never knew why she came here every night until I got her job.
What's so tough about it?
We stand at the checkpoints all day long. It gets hot out there and my feet are always killing me. But now I'm in charge and everybody's problems are mine. So I have to deal with all the people begging to get out of the city. Every one of them's got a story. And let me tell you, there are a lot of sad stories out there.
Tell me about Sulio.
She was murdered. I didn't want her job, but I got it now.
What do you know about the murder?
Same as everyone. People are trying to blame that doctor, Dagon Gent. I don't think even Command believe he did it. But someone's got to take the blame. I almost think that investigators aren't really looking. Dagon's convenient. They don't want to find the real murderer.
You sound nervous.
Sulio was murdered. Maybe even assassinated. I might be a little paranoid. I have a wife and daughter to look after, and I feel like I'm a target now. I'm tempted to just grab my family and take the first shuttle out of here.
That sounds like a good idea. You should think of your family first.
I really am torn. There are some days where I think I'm a fool to stay.
You should leave ISIS quickly. If you don't...
So the rumors are true. If you're working with who I think you are, I'll leave. Right now. Just don't hurt my family. I promise. I won't tell anyone. I'll be on the first shuttle out. I'll be going.
Yeah, and we got some dark side points. How many? None. An imperceptible amount of dark side points. Alright, let's go report that. Okay. I'm not that concerned. I thought it was you, Exalia Argent, captain of the Ebon Hawk, is it not? Imagine what soldiers would do if they knew you're wandering their streets. You're a wanted criminal now. And what if I am? The exchange is quite a bounty on you. Your head's worth many credits, as long as it's recognizable. I'd take you alive, but I doubt I could keep a Jedi from escaping. Dead will have to do. Hey, we got a bounty hunter starport visa. But we don't have anyone to slice it, so. Ah.
General, we have found them again.
Have we, Tobin? Or is this a preface to another of your failures? Consider the whole field, Tobin. Why would a Jedi risk all of this just to come to Isis?
The crew of the Ebon Hawk is elusive, General. We were warned about that, but we still underestimated them. But the fools are here, in Isis. The intel on this is certain. I'm ordering men loyal to us to take care of them now.
I think I have an idea. Hold that order. Have her watched instead. The Jedi may prove a solution to another one of our persistent problems.
Hey, I did your mission.
You're back to visit me. So all 3 captains have been removed from their posts. You're quite impressive. Here's the reward I promised. I will let my friends know of your able assistance. I'm certain we can return the favor at some point in the future. You've made a powerful ally, Jedi.
Hell yeah. Ignores me. You're an off-world, right? My name's Kif. Nice to meet a friendly face. Isis has been a hostile place for our kind lately. What do you know of the city? Perilous times they're facing. I've lived here for several years. I may be leaving soon. Do not worry, I don't need a starport visa. There are enough people begging for those. What do you think of the General and the Queen? I think General Vaku is too short-sighted. Many wars have come to Isis since they joined the Republic, but it has a great deal of growth in revenue. The whole universe is interconnected. Once you taste the marvels, it brings how can you wall yourself off? But they're a curious people. What do you do? I dabble mostly, a little this and that, enough to make a living really. This man dabbles, does a little of this and that, and he has a starport visa? Yeah, so it's something shady, right? The less said the better, so I will try and be the best. I want to talk to you about Captain Sulio's murder. I had the misfortune of being here that night. It's very inconvenient. Soldiers were asking me some very pointed questions, which is a no-no in my line of business. Soldiers have a habit of doing that. This is indeed an inescapable truth. Answers pointed questions is thirsty work. I can tell you're no fan of authority either. Let me share. Most call me a slicer, but I think that sounds too crass. I prefer to think of myself as an expert computer security analyst. I'm the only one in the city who's talented enough to make open starport visas from a personal visa. I was in the middle of a transaction that night. What do you want to know? Do you know Dagon Gent? I recognize him, but that's about it. He doesn't have the qualities I look for in friendship. I want to ask you something else. Then ask. A friend of a friend told me that you're the guy I should ask to about adjusting starport visas. So you have a personalized visa you'd like to make an open one? It's a tricky process, but after many failures, I've mastered it. I'll cost you 500 credits. That is so cheap. How do I know that the visa will work? If I sold defective visas, my livelihood and possibly my life would be in jeopardy. Any open visa I make will sustain scrutiny. Here's 500 credits then. Then let me have the visa. This will take a little while. Ah, yes, the classic. It is done. Here's your starport visa. Quite a pleasure doing business with you. We've just committed a crime while committing another crime. Master criminals!
Now, what do I order? I'll just guess.
I wonder if the waitress will ever give me my drink.
I overheard some soldiers talking about explosions on the sky ramp. Sounds like sabotage.
There's got to be something you need. Something you want. I have connections, many connections in the city. I can provide high-quality, unique weapons that you won't be able to find elsewhere. I even have a rare lightsaber crystal. Something you'd never find elsewhere. If you need money, I'll pay you 5,000 credits. All I ask is get me one open starport visa.
A lightsaber crystal? What does it do?
Many Jedi have fought on this world. One of them lost their lightsaber in the Beast Wars. A reliable source says it's a rare Quixoni crystal. Incredibly rare and valuable.
Quixoni crystals are from an earlier age. Some of the first Jedi found them on a planet whose sun was dying. At the time, they were matchless in power. The star went nova millennia ago. They are as rare and as valuable as she suggests.
I see that's grabbed your interest, eh? There's only one way you're going to get it. One open starport visa. No visa, no crystal.
How do I know you'll live up to your end of the bargain? Wait, what do you need the open starport visa for?
Don't worry what I'll do with a visa. Maybe I'll just take a vacation. Maybe I just want to visit my mother on Nar Shaddaa. Decent citizens like you really don't want to know what I'm going to do with it.
I have an honest face. You'll answer my question. What do you need the visa for?
You have an honest face. I will answer your question. I need to transport permacrete explosives for the exchange. They're going to use it to take care of some competition and some local authorities.
Hey, Pache, how you doing tonight? How do I know you'll live up to your end of the bargain?
Because we'll trade them simultaneously. And if you aren't satisfied with your payment, I'll let you switch it for something else. I don't want to cross a Jedi.
How do you know I'm a Jedi?
It's a small universe. I don't really
feeling like shit? Oh, what's wrong?
You or ahead of you. We have exactly one thing we can talk about. Starport visas.
I actually want to talk to you about Captain Sulio's murder.
I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now.
My nose is clogged. Oh, okay. You're a little congested?
I've got no idea what was going on.
Well, I'll be going now. Alright, well, she's, like, just shot up to the head of the list of where to do this. My question is, and I'm gonna look this up real quick, how many starport visas are there? So I guess there's 2 of them. So let's see. Here we go. Where do I get another star? What? Picked one from a plastic crate when you arrived on Onderon. Or something similar to that, and then got Kif to open the visa. One from a mercenary crew when you leave. And one from someone called Backle. Who the fuck is Backle? Oh, okay. I think it's part of this quest line. All right. I think we're good then. Baku Lijaja? I have no idea. No, it's literally like Backle. I'm sure we'll be able to find her in like half a second.
You can't be the one that fought all those bounty hunters. Only some sort of crazed Wookiee could pull that off. Go back to your ship, off-worlder. We don't need your kind in Isis. This is our part of the merchant quarter. Watch your step.
You imagine being in a bar that's like so poor that instead of affording what is basically strippers, they are forced to instead have holograms of strippers.
This room is reserved, off-worlder.
You're a swoop racer, aren't you?
I suggest you leave the room, off-worlder. I've got all the fans I need right here. So go space yourself.
Hi?
This room is reserved.
I'd like to talk to you about Captain Sulio's murder.
If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good.
Oh, well, I haven't played that. Do you know Dagon Gent?
I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Bekel's turf.
Who's Bekel?
She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
Oh, we go in now.
Pickings are scarce these days. Most people avoid the streets
now. Zart! That man's name is Zart. Okay, looks like there's a character named Nico. Looks like there's a character named Zart. And those are the two people I still need to talk to.
I thought it was you. I served in the Mandalorian Wars with you. You're a Jedi, right?
You look familiar too.
I was one of the ground troops. We fought on Daggery Minor together. It was near the beginning of the war. We didn't win that battle.
I remember Daggery Minor.
Enough of the past. The whole galaxy isn't safe for Jedi now, especially here. Onderon has suffered through 3 wars started by fallen Jedi. Do you still serve the Republic?
I'm out for myself now. The Republic is of no concern to me.
A pity. The Republic needs every capable person they can get. If you'll excuse me. If you'll excuse me.
I feel like I just walled myself off from a quest. Hold on. Apparently, if you type in Zart, the first thing you get is not, in fact, this character. KOTOR 2. Unfortunately, there's not a really good guide for KOTOR 2. Oh, apparently you can give it to Zart. Maybe I should reload. Hold on. Alright, here's what we're gonna do. What is it? F9? F9. Hey, mate, how you doing tonight? Let's talk to Zart.
I thought it was...
Blah, blah, blah. I remember you. Blah, blah, blah. I remember Daggery Minor. Jedi don't really serve the Republic.
I didn't mean any offense, but this is the first good thing that's happened to me in days. I was sent by the Republic Senate to investigate certain delicate matters that are happening on all.
You're also congested with a sore throat. Wow. Okay. Going around, I guess.
My report. The days before I was planning to leave, they started requiring starport visas.
What you watching? Why is it important that if the one world secedes from the Republic? Yeah, you know what?
After the Jedi Civil War, the Republic was weak, and the cost to the Jedi Order was staggering. This entire region is unstable, and the entire Republic government could collapse. If Onderon secedes, other
City Hunter.
And that can't be allowed to happen.
I'll get to that at some point. Why not?
Trade between our worlds has brought economic prosperity.
I suspect that I was sick for a few days, but it was like pretty mild.
Smooths over differences, and is a great instrument for peace. If the Republic falls apart, 1,000 little wars born out of petty rivalries will erupt over time. Eventually, the entire galaxy could be thrown into a dark age.
So what was your mission?
I really can't say. The most I will say is stay clear of General Vaklu. His ambition.
Oh yeah, I haven't gotten around to that.
The people of Isis
Season 2. I watched Season 1, obviously.
Civil war is brewing, and Vaklu may very well win if I can't get to Coruscant in time.
Couldn't you get a visa?
My mission requires the most extreme caution and delicacy. I don't want to risk going through channels to get a visa. General Vaklu is not above arranging an accident for me. I'm taking a great
It's not as
risk
good as
helping
Season 1.
you,
Oh.
but I'm running out of options.
You might want to travel to Telos as well. There's a Republic representative there.
Thank you for the tip. The journey to Coruscant would be more costly and attract more attention. But there are many freighters bound for Telos.
Actually, I'd like to talk to you about Captain Sulo's murder.
What do you want to know about that night?
An acquaintance of mine, Dagon Gent, is being held by the authorities. I'm trying to get him free.
Dagon Gent didn't do it.
I want Season 2 of Campfire Cooking in Another World stat. I think I intentionally decided not to watch Season 1. Not that, like... Because that came out so late that it's not even in my wheelhouse yet, because I'm still on 2021, but... How can you be so sure?
Because he was with me at the time.
Why didn't you tell the authorities?
It's quite simple. Right now, he's accused of murder. If he's convicted, the sentence is death. If he's accused of espionage, let's say assisting a Republic spy, then the penalty for that is death. I'm afraid the Onderonians are quite fond of their death penalty. So if I stood up for him, he'd be trading one death sentence for another. I was with Dagon in his office at the time of the murder. He definitely wasn't involved with her murder.
I don't suppose anybody else saw you.
We were taking great pains not to be seen, which has a certain irony to it, really. If you can free him, please do. He's been invaluable with his help to the Republic. I only wish there was something I could do to help him.
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have a few private words about this. Together, we fought against the Republic during the Mandalorian Wars.
I don't particularly like the idea that he's working for them now.
Wow, that voice filter just fucking failed. I have absolutely zero interest in Solo Leveling. I know it's like the most popular anime on Crunchyroll, but it just does not sound palatable to me. I think right now I'm watching the Edaton Deities Know Only Peace.
Nice to meet you,
which
Cynthia.
is completely different than what I was expecting it to be.
The deck is warm, the drink is plentiful, and the company amiable. Can I tempt you?
Can I talk to you about Captain Sulio's murder?
Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about?
Do you know Dagon Gent?
Know him. He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinking companion.
If it helps, basically everyone's taste in anime is shit.
Focusing on the negative is no way for a gambler to live.
I'll be going.
Welcome back.
Let's play some Pazik.
So you should know, I don't pull any punches. Every game, I play to win. You prove your mettle, and I might throw in a bonus one of these rounds. But enough of my cautionary advice. Let's play.
Alright, let's do it. First off, I don't Pazik for less than 250. It, honestly, it doesn't... Look, I mean, honestly, it sounds to me worse than SAO, because I will defend SAO, but I don't, fucking solo leveling is just... I don't know. Oh god, I need two mores. Let's go for that one. Oh, and that one. Yeah, there we go. Let's do it. That's my deck. That's my Pazic deck. When I watch an anime, I usually for something to keep me entertained, not a literary masterwork, so I just watch just to laugh at. And that's totally fine. I mean, you can't, sometimes you gotta watch some Garbo, is my philosophy. Woo! I can go +3 on that and get a 20. Fuck. Woo! Yeah! Eat it! Eat it, bitch! Eat it! I could go +3 on that and go for a 20. I don't understand what I just did. Oh, I already watched Redo of Healer. Let's see. Redo of Healer. Hold on. Pull this open. Oh, tomorrow. Oh, yeah, you can expect my Redo of Healer review tomorrow. Same time. I watched a show called Butt Attack Punisher Girl because it's called Butt Attack Punisher Girl. Yeah, you could definitely call it the rape anime. Did I defeat my opponent, or did he defeat himself? Yeah, Undead Unluck. The concept of that, like, the way I heard about that, it sounded stupid. And then I heard about, like, how the power system works in that, and I'm like, that does sound kind of cool, but the whole plot still sounds kind of stupid. No, the weird part about Redo of Healer is that there's so many sex scenes in it, and really the only ones narratively justifiable are the rape scenes.
Finally, some worthy competition for a worthy pastime. I'm curious if you can do that again.
How bad are the other players that I beat you first try? Anyway, yeah, I found Redo of Healer overhyped. I didn't think it was that bad. Honestly, I enjoyed the first 3 episodes, and then it goes to absolute shit. Because it has the same fucking plot every time. It's a very formulaic show. It's like formulaic in a way you wouldn't think it would be, if that makes any sense. You mean the ones the healer guy is doing the rape, or the ones he's being raped? Also, Twitch, we're discussing an anime. No ban. The only justifiable sex scenes are rape scenes as a wild text. No, okay, but like from a narrative perspective, the rape scenes are the only sex scenes in the anime that have any narrative significance, and every other time there's a sex scene in the show, it's just like just blatant fan service. It's just like, look at all this sex that's being had. So yeah, it's like one of those weird shows where it's like, if someone's not being raped, honestly, the sex scene doesn't need to be happening. I have to piss really quick. I will be right back. Okay, I've returned. Give props to Rumiko Takahashi for making the first sex scene in My Scene Kaku extremely awkward. He can't finish, and she hits him with a, "Is it me?" because a lot of manga wouldn't do that. So speaking of sex scenes you wouldn't often see, in one of the early episodes, one of the first 3 episodes, I want to say episode 2 of Redo of Healer, the main character is like in prison, like hopped up on drugs, and he's getting like raped up the ass. And then at the same time, like, a maid is like sucking his dick. And they do this because it's established in Redo of Healer. I need to comment about this fountain. Look at this fucking fountain. Look at the like multi-level corkscrew design. This is fucking awesome. We need more fountains like this. Anyway, because in Redo of Healer, your level cap is raised when you come into contact with hero jizz. Just like hero fluids in general. Use swooper, swoop, zoom, zoom, much fun go. Anyway, so he like comes in the mouth of this maid, right? And then as she's going to walk off, the like a guy that's raping the main character is like, wait, and he like walks over and he grabs the maid and then they start snowballing his jizz. So, haven't seen that in an anime before. And I feel the need to share that scene. Oh, speaking of Stop Killing Games, for those that are unfamiliar, Ross, the guy who came up with it, did a web series called Freeman's Mind, which is pretty good, which is also what convinced me to want to play Half-Life. And then I played Half-Life, and it wasn't very good. But I did buy Black Mesa today, so for like pretty cheap. So I'll give that a shot. I do race swoop bikes, if that is what you meant. Swoop's great. Vix watches every swoop race. He made a sequel eventually called Freeman's Mind 2, which I think he still semi-regularly updates. That's great, Vix. I'm going to stand over here now. Share a drink to General Vaklu with me, stranger. My name is Joan Rafar. Was snowballing a term before Snurks came out in 1994, or did that movie make it up? Because in the movie they present it like they came up with it. I don't know. Probably, I don't know. I mean, let's be real. They definitely didn't come up with the concept, but did they come up with the term? According to Online Etymology Dictionary, it actually relates... It actually comes from 1861 in a letter by Franklin Buck. Although when you look up Franklin Buck... Oh no, that's Buck Franklin. So there you go. So apparently, according to the Online Etymology Dictionary, no, it actually really comes from the 1860s. I'll drink to that. I'm Exalia Argent. Do you support the struggle, Exalia Argent? Struggle? Yes, the struggle to free ourselves from the warmongering republic. Free yourself? I didn't know Onderon was a conquered planet. We joined the Republic willingly, yet since that time we've suffered through many wars and privation? I'm unfamiliar with that word. We above all wish a sustained peace. You know what? I'm looking it up. Fuck you. Privation. Privation, a state in which things that are essential for humans' well-being, such as food and warmth, are scarce or lacking. Okay, now we know. Sounds like the Republic has been bad for Onderon. 2 generations of men and women sent to fight in wars both here and the rest of the galaxy. You cannot put a price on the damage of a lost generation, the potential that is gone now, what could have been. Will you help us with the struggle? Help try to make the Queen see reason and leave the Republic? What can I do? If you do well in swoop races, claim your victory for General Vaklu. Many citizens come watch the races from home. Racers such as ourselves can make a difference in the struggle. Hell yeah, alright. Massadar! What are you looking at, smooth skin? Are you a swoop racer? I don't do autoprints. Go away. Can you tell me about swoop racing here? Do I look like an information terminal to you? You look like a pile of Chuba eating space debris. Keep that up and someone will take care of you permanently, but if racers are caught misbehaving, we lose our racing privileges. We'll settle this on the track, Smoothskin. I hope no one leaves anything volatile on the track. I have not heard about the writing of the game, no. I am Baima, the first-class bartender of this magnificent cantina. Excuse me, how may I help you, Sentient? Can I talk to you about Captain Sulio's murder? This incident has brought much distress. An unhappy thing is, and bad flow of commerce. What is your interest in this, Sentient? The first villain is a guy who'd be a side quest in an actual game. He shoves women in the subway, and the game dubs him the Subway Slammer. Hell yeah! The most threatening Persona villain of all time. Yes, slamming time? That's actually great. An acquaintance of mine, Dagengen, is being questioned by the military about this. I'd like to get him free. As would I. I prize my loyal customers, and he is the most regular. Let me structure my memories and recall the night. Ask your questions. Do you know Dagengen? I know him very well. Many sentients look towards bartenders for advice. On my world, they are sometimes sought for spiritual advice. This is a trust I try to honor. Keep in mind that P5X was, like, designed to be, like, a shitty gacha game that they were marketing to China. Like, I don't think their best people are on the job. What do you know about Isis? The ancient city around you has been the only center of civilization on Onderon. They withstood many beasts and hardships. They are quite weary of aliens and off-worlds, though, especially now. How has it changed recently? I've been here for many years. This cantina was one of the first built by off-worlders. Off-worlders have brought them many wars, and many wish to return to simpler times. You've got several rough characters here. Some of my patrons I would never call friends, but as long as they pay and don't start trouble here, they're welcome. Besides, they can make persuasive points. Speaking of which, with that fucking P4 remake, I can't wait to see the documentary about the development hell of P6. Yeah, oh god, I'm not looking forward to it. I'm sure they'll do fine, but, oh god. They seem little more than thugs. They're a little more than thugs, but what can I do? The soldiers are too busy with many troubles, so this part of the merchant order gets more wild by the day. Anything I can do to help? Please don't do anything. They can make my life especially difficult. We have an arrangement that is delicate. I'm happy enough as it stands. Do you know where I can find an extra starport visa? Popular question this month's cycle. I will tell you what I tell everyone. Open starport visas are rarer than Volduck crystals. Only the very rich, very powerful, very connected can get them, and none of them give them up lightly. But thankfully you have a visa of your own. Many are not that fortunate. No, P4 definitely does not need a remake. It even got like a remaster relatively recently. It's funny because everyone I know who's played SMT gacha game is that the storylines go way too hard for a shitty mobile game. Ah, you've come to watch the races, have you? I'm Quick, and I own this fine establishment. Is there anything I can do to make your visit here more pleasurable? Do not hesitate to call me. Yeah, can I talk to you about Captain Sulia's murder? Ah, that is a bit of foul business here. I was not here when that happened. I talked with the soldiers in charge of the investigation. 4 of our regulars talked with him. Bima, Nico, Panar, and Kif. You should talk with them. I doubt anyone else here would know anything more about that most distasteful subject. If I was going to remake any Persona game, I'd remake 1 and 2, since their last remaster was on PSP. No, absolutely. Yeah. For sure, 1 and 2 would be going first before 4. So, if anything, it's almost upsetting that they're not remaking 1 and... Especially because those games kind of play like absolute fucking trash. So... you seem to be in a good mood. With the Civil War looming so close, people are always looking for a distraction from their day-to-day lives. I provide this for them in the form of swoop races. You want the war to come? Certainly not. If the war holds itself in a pleasant, looming pattern, that would be ideal. If things continue this way, the projections of my accountant droid are quite intoxicating. But if a war happened, then wouldn't you be shut down? Perhaps, or perhaps soldiers will come here. Doesn't matter who the patron is, as long as they buy drinks. War could rear its head at any time, but then there's entertainment to be had, for a price, of course. Tell me about the cantina. The cantina flourishes like a functioning outpost deep in the Outer Rim. Business is good, and the races are exciting. People rioted because they changed a VA for Golden, didn't they? I highly doubt they changed anything major in the story then. I think they... Didn't they change the entire cast? I thought they changed the whole cast. I know they did with 3. I want to race. You can rent a swoop bike or race on my track. A full field of competitors is good for everyone. 100 credits must be paid for an official run on the track, payable at the beginning of the race, not after. Tell me about the course. Swoop racing wasn't quite legal until several years ago. The track goes through the underside of the city. Isis is an ancient city that something happens in. Scores of obstacles are looking down there as wreckage left over from the tracks more competitive on sanctioned days. What do I get if I win? We use the galactic 3-round system here. Each round pays different, of course. The first round pays 500 credits, the second round 2,000, and the last round 5,000. Let's see. What's the competition like here? The field is narrower than it used to be. Some of the professional racers have left ISIS. The politics made them nervous. But our best racer is still here. Panar's here. Something would best be Genre Farr, local. She's a superb racer and controversial. A very profitable combination for a racer. How is a genre controversial? She's very politically inclined. She says she races for General Vaklu. Many come here every night to boo or cheer at her. Both are facing factions bring their thirst and many credits for betting. What are rounds? The first round is for those new to the circuit, a proving ground if you will. The second is for those who have proven themselves. The third round is the domain of the professionals or very talented beginners. Only veterans of many years can reach that rank. There are some exceptions to that. There was someone during the Jedi Civil War who quickly made it to the third round in Manon, but that was a fluke. Yeah, that was a fluke. Okay, alright, okay, yeah, alright. Let's go back to my other questions. Funny, people, first because F4 was golden, now that you hear about how terrible Chia's original actor was. I have golden, but I have never played it, so I'm mostly familiar with the original. I'm excited to see how you perform in the races. The entry fee is 1,000. There are no exceptions. When the actress had like a slight country accent. Here's 100 credits. Let me call up the standings now. To win the first race, you beat Panar's time of 55:01. If you manage to beat that, you can compete against the professionals. Attention fans, joining the competition is a new miker who seeks to beat the time set by the formidable Panar. Oh yeah, we gonna lose, baby. Oh yeah, this is not... Oh, there we go. There we go. There we fucking go. There we fucking go. There we fucking go. There we fucking go. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah! Oh my god. Okay, that could have been better. On one hand, the gameplay improvements are massive, virtually no reason to return. This is the way of things, swoop racing demanding. You've done well for yourself, but your competition is fierce. No reason to return to the original. On the other hand, game's visual aesthetic was fucked up by bumping the contrast to a blinding degree. Almost all of the new bits of the story are terrible and actively make the game worse because they're ignoring the investigation to dick around even more than they already did. There's a standard fee to compete in the race. With the money I made you, I'm not going to pay the fee. I want a cut of the profits. You are a shrewd one. I will give you an extra 500 if you win. That's more than fair. Let's call it the standings. To win the first round, you must beat Panar's 55 time. Honestly, the fucking around never really bothered me. I just hated everyone. Because, like, the whole time, they're actually pretty clear that you, because you have to wait for the fog, you have, like, 1 billion hours to fucking find the criminal. So it's like, the game never even tries to rush you. God damn it. Honestly, part of what's fucking me up is this level design. Oh, I barely even remember now to social link. Oh yeah, you're like trying to find her grandpa or something, right? Here are your credits. As promised, I have an unusual situation. Panar has requested a grudge match to see who is the victor of the round. I will still offer 500 credits, so if you win, you'll be undisputed first round champion. You could race against Sadar after that. Yeah, okay, I want to race. You can rent a swoop bike, full field of competitors for everyone. 100 must be paid. Payable at the beginning, not after. I'm ready. Standard 100. Hey! Persuasion! Panar has pushed himself to 51.64. You have both done better than I anticipated. Attention! The new off-order will race against Panar's new time. Who will be the winner this day? Yeah, the old lady was death. Honestly, most of the good social links in P4, like most of the enjoyable ones I found, were the ones that were in no way related to the main cast, because the main cast sucks, except for Naoto and Kanji. Fuck! The hardest part about this fucking track is, like, the level design is very misleading. Okay, I beat him. You won the race. You won with a time of 50:25. Another victory. Panar's fuming. I would avoid him if I were you. Here's your credits as promised. Next race, you're in the second round. I want to race. You can rent a swoop bike to race on my track. A full field of competitors is good for everyone. 100 must be paid. Blah, blah, blah. I'm ready to race. Press Z or R twice. Okay, why? I'm not gonna pay, I want to cut my profits. Second round, Mass Star with 47.11. Real Sweep Ranger, don't be, you can't get this time. My honored 2 world off-worlders are locked in contest speed. New off-worlder competes against Misadar now. Why am I doing this? Okay, fine, I'll do it. I hit it like 300 times and it did nothing. To do a barrel roll? Oh, I never played Star Fox. Fuck me! This is the worst swoop track in any of the games. It's the fucking curves is the problem. This is the way of things. Swoop Racing's demand. Shut up. Get me on a fucking bike. You won the race with a time of 42:58. You are a wonder human. Massadar is a professional racer, and your time is better. You have won 2,000 credits. You can face the champion, Jonah Farr, if you are willing. Many will come to see that match. I want to race. You can rent a swoop bike. I want to race. I'm ready to race. Crowds like a racer who pushes themselves and overcomes adversity. Hey, I made you enough money. Hey, I want more money. You face the champion. She just got off the track and beat her old record. Jonah Farr has a time of 43:04. Jonah Farr faces competition this day. The off-worlder is seeking to take the crown. Everyone, to the swoop track. Okay, so I've already beaten champion time then. The only reason I haven't won yet is because I had to do it in 3 stages. So all I need to do is really rock our socks off right now. Let's go. We're fucked. We're fucked. We're fuckity fucked. The fact that I'm having to do this with my mouse is not helping. Welcome, Paper. How you doing tonight? Yeah, shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Let's do it. Let's fucking do it. I did it. I did it too early and I actually slowed down, but that's fine. I can, and it doesn't work well. I have no fucking clue what I hit. Was that fast enough? That might have been slightly too slow. Oh, I won with a time of 42:48. Oh, never mind then. I did it. Classic Sac L playing game made for controller with keyboard and mouse. You won. Jarafar's time is no more. Your reflexes must be almost Jedi-like. Here's your credit, Swoop Champion. You're always welcome here. Hell yeah! Woo! Whoop whoop! Alright, now let's go talk to everyone. Rub it in their little faces. You are the greatest swoop racer. You swoop very fast. I suppose you want my auto... Yes! Let's go full diva. I suppose you want my auto print now. No, Vix just watches races. Commits to memory. One day, Vix swoop too. I'll be going then. You're the kind of guy who played DMC on keyboard and mouse. I probably wouldn't. I probably would not. I don't know, you're cheating, but if I ever find out you're gonna face me, no-name rookie places times like those. What brings you to Bahana, or whatever he said his name was? I don't fucking know. I'm leaving. Goodbye. You defeated me, Excelia Argent. Your time is a new track record. I hope you use your fame to support the struggle. Alright, well, that's enough. We conquered this cantina, honestly. We beat the Pazak player first try. We beat the swoop races. The only other thing I can imagine we do is I'm going to go ahead and swap out my Starport Visa right now once I find that lady. Challenge run idea. Play as DS1 Prepare to Die edition on keyboard. I feel like it wouldn't be that bad.
Do you have a visa yet? I'm still paying very well for it. Some unique items you won't get anywhere else, including a lightsaber crystal.
Yeah, I have an open starport visa right here. Here you go.
I had faith you'd get hold of one. I've always been good at spotting talent. I've got big plans for it.
So let's trade.
So what do you want for it? A weapon, money, or the lightsaber crystal? Your pick.
Now that one I wouldn't be able to do. You know what? What is the weapon? You know what? Nah, fuck it. I want the lightsaber crystal.
Here you go. If you aren't satisfied with it, just let me know.
Hell yeah, we got our fucking dark side points. Let's see how fucking dark side we are now. Haha, yeah. We legitimately got more dark side points trading a starport visa to a smuggler for a crystal than we did when I intentionally exploded a man. It's a perfectly balanced light side, dark side system in this game. Woo! So, if we need to get this guy out, I should talk to Captain Riken. I thought I got Captain Riken fired. There is, speaking of which, Pache, have you played Night Rain at all? An attack with HU. Tab to parry. Space to dodge. At least the last one made sense. Riken!
It's the Offworlder. Listen, let's keep this brief. I've probably lost my command already because of the conversation we had. I don't see how it could get worse, but the galaxy has a funny sense of humor about that.
Yeah, it seems like Night Rain's like a real game, and I'm like, should I play Night Rain? I don't know. The reason I didn't even like look at it is because it seems like you're supposed to play in a group, and I don't know if you can play by yourself or if it's balanced for that. So it seems like it would be a real pain in the ass. Do you know a man named Dagan Gent in custody?
We certainly do. He and several other people were picked up in connection to a murder.
Who got murdered?
Captain Sulio. She was in charge of the starport checkpoint. A good soldier. Your friend was one of the last people that saw her alive. So far, he's just a suspect. But if he did it, the punishment is death.
Yeah, but I bet it's only balanced for 3 people.
Contacts to help us out.
You can play with yourself, but it's 100% meant for the group. Yeah. How long is Dagan going to be questioned?
Until we either eliminate him as a suspect or find the real killer. Dagon has quite a record with the authorities. The Colonel thinks that murder isn't too far a stretch for someone like him.
Can I see him?
No way. We're under orders to make sure no one sees the murder suspects. Command is taking this very seriously.
How can I eliminate him as a suspect?
I know Dagon personally. He's one of the worst doctors I've ever heard of. But I can't see him deliberately killing someone. He was one of the last people seen with Captain Sulio in the cantina. Ask around there. I've heard he's got a good motive for killing her. If you can somehow clear that up and prove it wasn't him, Command will cut him loose. If I say any more, I'll get in trouble.
I'll be going now.
Stay out of trouble.
That got me nothing. That got me absolutely fucking nothing. Riken says that Dagan's motive for committing murder is also fantasy the crime. In order to get him free, you'll need to investigate the crime at near Dagan's office, find out about his apparent motive. Oh, okay, now it just lets me check near the crime scene. Okay. Oh yeah, speaking of things that didn't get me dark side points, you remember when I incited that fucking riot? Oh my god. Remember that riot I incited for no dark side points at all? There's remnants of droids here. It looks like some trash. I'm gonna talk to this. Hi.
Greetings, Master. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Yeah, can you answer questions?
Certainly. 1B-AT is programmed to answer many basic questions from prospective buyers. What do you want to know?
Do you know how I could get to the palace?
Sorry, my memory banks have no information on that subject. Please restate your question or ask another.
I'll be going. Alright. I thought that was gonna help, but it didn't. Ooh, we got a pouch. With chemicals in it. That's useless to me. Empty metal box that I already raided. Some dead body. That looks like an item, but it isn't. Oh, shit. That was not what I wanted to do. What was the... Oh, yeah, it was a Q and E that cycles through items. Okay. Oh, you know, speaking of Night Rain, I don't know if y'all saw, but apparently they're making a YouTube channel, Thought Emporium. I think I've heard of it. I might have seen a video or two, but like offhandedly, I couldn't tell you much about them. I was gonna say Code Vein 2 is coming, so that's exciting. Hopefully, you can still make your own character, because that was like one of the best aspects of the first game.
Are you satisfied with your payment for the visa?
I want to talk to you about the murder. Yeah, actually, why haven't you left?
The visa wasn't for me, but for an associate of mine. There are plenty of business opportunities left in ISIS. I plan to stay here for a while.
Oh, neat.
Are you
I want to talk about Captain Sulio's murder.
I really can't be any help with that. I might have been in the same detention cell that night that Dagon's in now. The soldiers were asking me some entertaining questions that night. I've got no idea what was going on.
What were they questioning you about?
Let's just say I'm one of their usual suspects.
Saw a trailer in the live chat said Soul Slap just pasted everywhere.
That's all I'm going to say.
Which is, a shame, because, and I'll say it, Code Vein is like the third best Souls-like game. It's the third best Souls-like game.
Good to see you again. Any luck with the visa?
I'll talk to you about the murder.
What do you want to know about that night?
This one I've already said before.
Didn't do it.
How can you be sure? Why didn't you tell the authorities? I don't suppose anyone saw you.
Assuming we get Dagon free, we're going to have...
I don't particularly...
Are we going? The investigate the crime near Dagon's office. Finding out about his parameter for the murder would be a good step first.
Welcome back. Foul business, that is. Like most nights, I was here. What do you want to talk about?
Do you have any reason why Dagon Kent would kill Sulio?
Never. Dagon thought very highly of the good captain.
Trials in the Sky. I have the first Trials in the Sky, but I haven't, like, played it. Watched a video of a guy reaction to them making a mummy, discover how it tastes, and the dude was surprised how much work they dedicated to making the mummy. The whole time I was like, my dude, the guy bioengineered a virus to make himself lactose intolerant for a year. Making a historically accurate mummy is the least of the issues. These are certainly decisions. Tell me how you know Dagon.
Know him? He's probably my best friend on this planet. Honestly, he's not a very good doctor, but he is a great drinker.
This guy just became suspect number 1.
Never.
This guy did it. I'm calling it now. That guy right there did it. There. Okay. That was nothing new. Gormo! I want to talk about the murder. I'm in trouble as it is. I'm glad I wasn't here that night. I'm sorry if that doesn't help you. Perhaps we can talk later, or other things. I got Black Mesa today, and I got another horror game, and then I mostly just bought, like, season passes for Assassin's Creed games during this Steam sale. My Steam sale stuff was very boring. Oh, but I did get new shelves for my D&D books, so that's pretty cool. I had the misfortune of being here that night. What do you want to know? Do you know any reason why Dagon Kent would kill Sulio? I normally have to leave the cantina before the more serious drinkers arrive. That night I was near with Dagon and Sulio. Dagon was attempting what I assume was a mating advance. I may be human, it may not be human, but even I could tell his advances were particularly unwanted. Sulio then started swearing at him. Many words I've never heard, but the ones I did, I understand. Humiliation and the scale is a real motive for a passionate, deadly response. I told the soldiers as much. You know Hasbro is probably going to vault D&D for a while, right? What do you mean? How did you know Dagon? I recognize him, but that's about it. He doesn't have the qualities I look for in friendship. Alright, I'll be going. Wait, yeah, I'll be going. On the night Captain Sulio was murdered, it looked like Dagon Kent made a pass at her. It was rejected violently, which is always the best way to reject a pass. She cursed at him and publicly humiliated him. Perhaps someone in the cantina knows them a little better, could shed some light on the development. Like Nixie. Or Nico, whatever.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak.
Pazik. Let me talk to you about the murder.
Our business, that is.
Someone was saying that Sulio deeply humiliated Dagon the night she was murdered. That's a very good motive.
She did? Oh no, by the 4 moons, what a mix-up. They got it all wrong. Dagon and Sulio were good friends. It's just when they got a little too much Juma juice, they'd carry on. They'd call each other all manner of things. It could get quite hilarious, really. But it was just friendly banter. That night, Sulio was in great form. Dagon and I were laughing about some of the choicer ones later. Yellow-toothed dung dweller. We bought her a couple of drinks afterwards. It may look strange on the outside, but it was just their habit. Their way of passing time during these dark nights. Listen, if the soldiers think that's a motive, they just didn't do enough digging.
That bit of information will help with clearing Dagon, but the Onderon military won't let him off that easy. They're very obstinate. Maybe some of these people will know more about what happened that night.
I can't imagine D&D is going to actually get shelved. Because even if, like, the sales numbers aren't where Hasbro want them to be, it's like, still fairly profitable. It's just they made a couple of bad decisions and they sort of plateaued. Let's see. What happened on the night of the murder?
I was cleaning up stakes from a particularly rewarding Pazak game when I heard a loud sound outside. I grabbed my blaster and went out the door. When I got out, I saw Captain Sulio. She was quite dead. Blood was everywhere. I heard a noise and saw Dagon Kent coming from his office across the courtyard. We both waited for the authorities to get there. The next day, they picked up Dagon and several other people in the area. It's crazy to think he did it. Sulio was our friend.
Where did they find the body?
Just outside the door by the junk heap.
It might be a good idea to look at the crime scene. We fought many soldiers in the Mandalorian Wars. The Onderonians were certainly brave, but they were disorganized and stupid. I wouldn't be surprised if they overlooked something.
Tell me how you know Dagon.
Know him? He's probably...
Not what I asked. Okay, I'll be going. Anyway, yeah, they sort of fucked up with their aggressive monetization practices, but it's very unlikely that it gets wholesale shelved, because they're still operating like... Hasbro still operates even less profitable, like, franchises underneath it. Like, I think part of the push for D&D was that it was, like, at the time, was that it was, like, it was sleeper hit and became, like, the third most profitable thing Hasbro was making out of nowhere, and they're like, whoa, when the fuck did that happen? This is the remains of a serving droid still clutching its serving tray. It's been heavily scavenged, and the head is missing.
Nobody we talked with mentioned a droid. This droid was destroyed recently. Someone inside the cantina might know more.
It's also worth noting that even if they did, it doesn't affect me, because I got all of the 5th edition books. Like, all of them. Like, 100% of them. Like, I have the entirety of 5th edition. And I have absolutely no interest in any of the, like, next D&D 5.5 2024 shit. Like, I have not bought any of it, and I have no interest in it. So, I mean, they can do whatever they want with it at this point. There's a pile of trash. I still haven't found Nilek and Flaming Visa. Oh, you weren't here. Nico.
Welcome back. My deck is still warm if you're up for Bazak.
Can I talk to you about Captain Sulio's murder?
Foul business, that is.
Shut up. I found a broken droid serving by the murder scene.
That would be Bahima's SOD-2. No, SOD-3. Or is it 2? Whichever one it was, he keeps losing them. I remember when I arrived, it was still smoldering.
What happened to it?
Who knows? Sometimes the slum dwellers shoot his serving droids for fun. This part of the quarter is getting more and more lawless, I'm afraid. When Dagon and I were waiting for the soldiers, we had to chase off some scavengers that were stripping SOD-3.
Do you remember who scavenged the droid?
No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing. We were seeing if there was any way we could help Sulio. There was nothing we could do, of course. She was dead.
I'll be going. I'm gonna talk to Bahim. What brings you to Bahim? I want to talk about the murder. What do you want to know? You know Digingen. I know him very well. Many sentients look towards bartenders for advice. On my world, they're also sometimes sought for spiritual advice. This is a trust I try to honor. I dozed off for a sec. That's no big deal. I found a broken servant droid near the murder scene. No, not really. That would be the SOD-3. That's the 3rd serving droid this month. I hired a human to do the job. She's not very good, but at least she won't get stolen or destroyed as easily. What keeps happening to your serving droids? Recently, this area is becoming more dangerous. Vandalism and robbery are sadly common. My droids keep being stolen. SOD-3 went missing the night Captain Sulio was murdered. Why didn't you mention this before? Didn't know it would interest you. He was found near the body, but I'm giving to understand Nico would know more about that. I want to ask something else. Never mind, I don't need to ask anything else. No, honestly, we're probably not going to go for too much longer, but I kind of want to solve this case. But then, like, once we do solve the case, we're probably going to end the stream. The most important thing is don't forget that the first Sunday of the month will be happening this Sunday. There's Kef. Get over here, you fucking asshole. I want to talk to you about the murder. I had a misfortune of being here. What do you want to know? I found a broken serving droid by the murder scene. Droids are sadly vandalized all the time. That's probably one of Beeman's serving droids. Keeps losing them, a source for some displeasure for him. I know nothing more, though. Is it possible the droid saw something? Something that we could recover? Quite possible. Did you find the head? The memory core is located there in that model. No, it was missing. Sadly, without a head, I can't do anything. If you find the head, however, I could work on it. I have a proper equipment to do such an operation. I will be going. Excuse me.
Welcome back. That would be... Who knows? When Dagon... No, I'm afraid there was quite a crowd growing.
Alright. Interesting.
Are you satisfied?
I want to talk about the murder.
I really can't be any help with that.
This is like the only other person I can talk to. No. Okay. We've got to find this head somewhere. You know who might have gotten the head?
Greetings, Master. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Yeah, I have interest in your goods. I have questions.
Certainly.
Do you own a head?
Greetings, Master.
What do you sell?
1B8D sells droid components and droids. Currently, there are 0 droids in stock and a moderate selection of components. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Yeah, let me see what you got. None of that is a head. Well, it worked in it worked in my mind.
Have any work that needs to be done?
Droid head. Perhaps someone in the cantina can give you more information. That makes it seem like I didn't talk to everyone. The only person I didn't talk to is like Quiddle Click 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 Clack. Is Click Clack the Quarian. Unless
this room is reserved.
Panar. I want to talk to you about the murder.
If you ask me, she got what she deserved. She looked down on us beast riders. Good riddance.
Do you know Dagon Gent?
I know his face, that's about it. His office is on Beckel's turf.
Who's Beckel?
She's a beast rider like me and our leader. You better never be speaking ill of her, or else.
I found a broken serving droid by the murder scene.
That Bith keeps buying droids, and the scavengers keep stealing them or blowing them up. Seems he's finally given up. The waitress is awful, but she's more fun than his droids ever were.
Any idea which scavenger got to his droid?
I wouldn't tell you even if I knew. I could tell you where you could find the parts, though.
You know that? Where?
That western square has the perfect fence for droid parts. There's a droid vendor called 1B8D. That droid is as dumb as a Gamorrean. He'll buy anything because he's too stupid to do anything else. 1B8D is quite handy. Quite a few of the slum dwellers make a good living salvaging droid parts for him. You might have even bought some.
How well do you know Dagon?
I know his face.
Oh, okay, I'm leaving. Okay, so basically, I have to go back to the droid I just tried to talk to about the missing droid parts. Because I didn't get the journal entry that told me to go talk to the droid I was trying to talk to about the droid parts. Woo!
Greetings, Master. Do you have any interest in my goods?
Yeah, what's up? I need to know if you got any parts from one of Behemoth's serving droids.
Entity Behemoth unknown. I have many serving droid parts.
I want to buy those parts.
The market rate for those parts would be 25 credits.
Here's 25 credits.
Thank you for your business.
Kif and the Cantina can probably do something with this. We should head back.
Hell yeah. I wonder what they do if the player doesn't have 25 credits. Like, there's gotta be a way to get here in the game without having 25 credits. The Offworlder returns. I want to talk to you about Captain Sulio's murder. I have the remains of SOD3. Can you get information from it? Let me see. You got the head. That's where the memory core is. Give me a minute or two. That should do it. Let's take a look at his last feed.
Hello there. What is this? Oh my, she's dead.
There we go. It seems this recording proves that the killer came from the marketplace. You may want to show this to Nico. Okay. I don't know why I would show this to Nico, but alright, let's do it.
Welcome back.
I want to show you SOD3's last transmission.
It'll help Dagon. You got it. There's no way that Dagon could have done it. I saw him coming from his office. That's the opposite direction of the marketplace. We should go talk to Captain Riken and clear all of this up.
Nico, is it? And the Offworlder. What brings the two of you here?
Dagon Gent couldn't have killed Captain Sulio.
That's a bold statement. I assume you have some sort of proof.
Nico can explain it.
It's a long story, so bear with me, Captain. The night of the murder, I was playing Pazak. It was a prosperous night.
He needed to know it was prosperous.
That should do it. We still don't know who killed Sulio, but this will greatly assist our investigation.
You have been ordered off this investigation, Captain. I hope you can explain yourself.
I had nothing to do with this, sir. This citizen found information about Captain Sulio's murder. It's material to the investigation.
We've already got our man. Sulio and this Gent were fighting the night she was murdered. He had ample motive.
They weren't actually fighting. The regulars of the Cantina can vouch for that.
Have you read the report? Some of the things Sulio called him were vile. Sulio and Dagon clearly hated each other.
Did you talk to anyone in the bar? Others can confirm they were good friends.
Why, you little... Friends would not carry on in such a manner.
It's absolutely true, Major. I was a friend of both of them. They've done this dozens of times. Bahima, the bartender, can confirm it, as well as half a dozen other people. They were an odd pair, but they certainly didn't hate each other.
I see. Well, there's still the fact that he was right there at the scene of the crime.
So were other people. Some scavengers were stripping the serving droid there within a minute or two.
So what? What matters is who was there first. An eyewitness said he came from his office almost immediately. The only thing that matters to me is that he was within blaster range when Sulio was killed, and he did not have an alibi.
He came from his office, but a recording of the murder shows the shot came from the opposite direction.
You have a recording? Well, I'm sure you're just misinterpreting it.
I've seen it myself, Major. Nico isn't the only one that spotted Dagon coming from his office. It really can't be Dagon Gent. The real killer is still loose.
Very well, Captain. Set Gent free, then. But if later it turns out that he did do it, it's gonna be on your head.
The men will be
it was those two right there.
Right away. The Major sure isn't happy. You're quite a team. Together, you got the Major to back down. That's no small feat.
The Major seemed particularly unwilling to believe Dagon was innocent.
The investigation has been handled at the highest levels. I've heard there's been some concern about that. With Dagon free, I don't know if the investigation team will find another suspect. They haven't been as diligent as other investigators.
What do you mean?
I'm not gonna say anymore. Probably said too much already. If you head over to Dagon Gent's office, some men will bring him there shortly. Thanks for clearing this whole thing up. I could tell the justice wasn't being served, but we all have our orders. We really need to patrol that sector better.
Thanks for getting me out of there. As detention cells go, it had definite class, but I prefer being out on my own all the same. I owe you and Mandalore one.
This place is a mess. It must have been looted.
Yeah, it was. Although it looked pretty much like this to begin with.
I thought a doctor's office would be a little more, sterile.
Little dirt never killed anyone. Well, maybe a few people. But they didn't pay too well, so they got what they deserve. I give my customers a menu of options. If they go for the deluxe, I'll clean up the place and put on a new smock. Otherwise, they need the risks.
Don't you call them patients?
Patients, customers, idiotic hut spawn, call them what you like. Most doctors tell you that they get into the business to save lives. Most of them are flaming liars. At least I'll tell you the truth. I'm in it for the credits.
Okay, well, I want to talk about something else. Why were you locked up in the first place?
Wrong place, wrong time. Captain Sulio and I were acquaintances. I just happened to be too close when she got dead. Real shame. She wasn't bad to look at, and she could drink.
You have any idea who killed her?
No, and at this point, I don't care. Just glad to be free.
You don't care?
She's dead now. Not like finding whoever did it will bring her back. I deal with death all the time. We all end up like her eventually.
How do you know Mandalore?
We go way back. Way before he became Mandalore. In my experience, Mandalorians always know about the doctors around. For some strange reason, they keep getting into scrapes. If you want to know more, ask him yourself.
Mandalore said you might be able to help me out. I want to get in touch with someone from the palace.
Not many people can help you out with that. There have been several assassination attempts on Queen Talia. That place is locked tighter than a Hud's fault. I know a few people, though. Who do you need to get in touch with?
Who's trying to kill the Queen?
Nobody knows for sure, but everybody thinks that General Vaklu has to have something to do with it. They're keeping the attempts quiet, but that place is locked down tight.
I'm trying to get in touch with the Jedi Master who's inside the palace.
A Jedi Master, you say? Now that is interesting. It's quite a bounty in Jedi these days. Not that I'm looking to collect, but if there's a Master there, I think I know who it is.
Who do you think it is?
I'm not certain, otherwise I'd tell you. But the man I'm thinking about is smart, likes to stay in the shadows, and is cryptic as hell. If he isn't a Jedi Master, he should become one.
Can you get in touch with someone inside the palace?
There's a slight problem with that. I know you don't want to hear that since you went through all the effort of springing me out. The thing is, scavengers have already looted most of my stuff. Most of it's garbage anyway, so I don't care too much. But I did have a couple of encrypted holodisks that they nabbed. So here's the punchline. I need those disks because they have some contact information on them. People I know you don't just walk up and chat with. There's a procedure. And that holodisk has the procedure.
Who has them?
The Kells gang pretty much owns this street. From what I hear, she's the one that cleaned me out. She's in the local cantina most days. She's tough as Drexel leather and more dangerous than an angry Wookiee. If you take Mandalore with you, though, you should be just fine. Just get me the encrypted holodisk. After that, if there is a Jedi Master in the palace, I'll get you a meeting with him.
I just got a lightsaber? Oh my god, I have 2 lightsabers now. But they're both short. Alright, well. Clack, clack. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to find Bakel, who's supposed to be in this cantina, because they didn't want to make a full-sized area. Right there. And then I think I'm going to go ahead and save the game now. And then I think we're going to go ahead and call the stream. Now, again, as a reminder, the first Sunday of an odd-numbered month is this Sunday. So be there as we go into Dialogue Trays. 2-year anniversary, isn't it? Won't that be episode 12? I think that's episode 12, isn't it? I think that's episode 12. I think we're at episode 12. Let me double check on that. Well, that would be episode 12. Yep, it's 2-year anniversary. So check that out. Look forward to that. And then after that, we'll get back into more KOTOR eventually at some point. I don't know. We also need to do that makeup stream for the summer anime season, but we'll deal with that way later. Anyway, in the meantime, hopefully everyone had a good time. Thanks for stopping by. Made Pache as always. Paper, if you're still here, thanks for stopping by as well. But until next time, I guess I've been Sacrobolic, your Envoy of Hope, and this has been KOTOR 2. See you next time. Bye-bye.